Hi everyone, Steve and I out exploring the countryside outside of Atlanta. We're a little bit to the north and west, which seems to be where all the better roads that are somewhat close to me are. Only takes about 30 minutes or so to ride out this far and find some pretty decent little country roads. This is actually not the road I was looking for. I'm actually on a road called Ivy Gulch Road. And I've just ridden the length of this and thought I would go back and film it this time. It's a pretty cool road. It's not on the Butler maps, but when we get down toward the end here, we'll turn off onto Seven Hills Boulevard, and that's an amazing little road. Somebody has doggone spent some money on that road, but just thought we'd take a little ride. All these are pretty nice little twisties through here, and it's middle of the work week, so not any traffic really. This is a bedroom, what do you call it, a bedroom community, and nobody's here till nighttime. But I think probably some people work in Atlanta and make the hour-long drive deep into Atlanta that it would take to get to their jobs. I would live out this far. This seems like a real nice place. Got some nice roads. Anywhere where you can have goats and pigs, that's a nice place. You know, I mean, for me, that's a place that I could live and get along with. But thought I'd give you an update on the Spyder. We were coming up on what I thought was our 4,000 mile service, and I really should read my book more often. It's really a 4,600 mile service. Now, I've never owned anything before that had wasn't on an even 1,000 service, so we only had about 33,000 on it. But I noticed something, and I don't know if you remember from the last video I did where my wife and I were riding in North Carolina, but I was just vlogging along, and all of a sudden I felt this clunk, and I said, "What was that clunk?" Right near the end of the video, and it turns out that there's a problem with the adjustable rear suspension. What was happening was, I noticed that as we rode along, after we'd ridden a while, it seemed like the Spyder just didn't handle like it was. It seemed like it was kind of squatting down a little bit in the rear. And it wasn't a huge change in the handling, but it was enough of one that I noticed it. And so I thought, well, we had a few rainy days coming in. I thought, well, I'll schedule the 4,000 mile service, and we'll go in there and I'll see if they can find out what's wrong with it. Well, turns out that there's an air pump built into the system, and when I push the button on the dash, the air pump adds air to an air shock, and that raises and lowers the suspension in the back. Well, for some reason the pump's not pumping. Now, things have to be disassembled to get to the pump apparently, and the tech I talked to says he's not sure whether it is the pump itself or maybe the check valve, or we just don't know at this point. But it is under warranty, still got a little bit of warranty left, and it is a 2013 model after all. And he was going to get permission yesterday. No, this is Wednesday. He got permission Monday from Can-Am to go ahead and tear it apart and make sure what it is. And he said it wouldn't be any problem. He said he was sure it would be covered, but he said they don't have the parts in stock. He said once he tears it apart, he'll know for sure what it is that he'll need. I don't have any problem with that. I mean, I've been in the business, the tractor business, and you brought your tractor to us, you'd be there a week if you had a problem like this. But hey, like this road. This is the road I want to take. This is Seven Hills Boulevard. Somebody has spent some money on this road. It's really cool. And it's not 35 miles an hour. I can run 45 on it. But it's really cool. I'm really enjoying it. A lot of communities out here apparently. And Steve and I thought we'd show it to you. But anyway, so I don't know really quite yet what is wrong with the Spyder other than that it's not pumping air. What would happen was I noticed, not only did I notice the ride quality, but I would hit the switch to add air to it, and it would say manual mode, which I guess just means that it's sensing that there's a fault, and the only thing I could do is I could stop and manually inflate it. There is a needle valve underneath the seat that I could take and you know, an air pump or it's anything like that, and I could pump it up and add the air back into it. But I thought rather than mess with that, I would just go ahead and leave it at the dealership and have them do it. I knew I'd be riding by myself. My wife's working this week, so just taking this opportunity to ride. It's going to rain tomorrow and Friday, and hopefully we're hoping Saturday we'll have a decent day. My wife's going to participate in another little community not swap meet, I don't know what you call it, festival area, but she's going to bring out her ties that are snakes and her scarves, and we'll be having fun with that Saturday. We'll spend part of the day doing that. I'm hoping we'll get the Spyder back either by the end of the week or maybe first part of next week. Hoping to take it on a trip near the end of May. Going to try to go to Tellico Plains to meet up with some of the other vloggers in the area, and we're going to ride the Cherahalla Skyway and a few other little places up there. My wife and I, that'll be pretty close to our anniversary, so it'll be about 2 weeks before our anniversary. So we'll use that as an anniversary weekend, and we'll probably stay 2 or 3 days, and after the meetup, stay and ride the area and just enjoy that area. We really like that area a lot. We won't be going to the Dragon, I don't think. I don't know if the other guys are planning on it. That weekend of the May 21st, I guess the Harley Davidson Club is going to try to set a world's record for the number of Harley Davidsons on the tail of the Dragon. I guess in one day or a certain period of time or something. I don't know how they're going to do it. But I don't think I want to go over there with the Spyder and join into that. I think that'd be a little much for us. But anyway, what do you think of that little stretch of road there? Wasn't that just cool? You know what? I couldn't get over it. I just said, hey, I've got to turn around and go back and check this out. I'm going to go down here a little farther. We didn't go down this way. We actually turned in from right here before, but we'll go down here a little farther and see what's going on. Looks like a lot more construction. But Atlanta is so big, and there's so many people there, and so many people want to get out of the city and live out in a more relaxed area. And that's what this would be. This would be a more relaxed area, certainly. It's a long way away. I mean, it's, let's see, I don't know how many miles it is, but I probably had the same or more of a drive to get to where I was working, but that was not really so much my choice as my boss's choice. It was either quit or move, boy. And so with 3 years left to go, it was a no-brainer. Move. Make him keep paying me. But anyway, just thought we'd bring you out this way on a ride. Steve's been wanting to get out. Like Steve says, you can just sleep just so long. And I've been spending way too much time inside. We got out yesterday, my wife and I, and trimmed back our hedges. Damn near killed both of us. We just didn't do much this winter because it was so, the weather's been so nasty. We've just been staying inside. We're both over 60 now, so it's not such a easy thing to go out and chop bushes and drag brush and do all that stuff that used to be so easy not even 20 years ago. But I'm not bitching about getting old. Getting old let me be on this motorcycle in the middle of the day on a Wednesday afternoon to ride around on some cool roads. Aren't these cool though? I mean, this is a neat road here. It's got some little twisties. It's got these, nice fences. It's got sidewalks. I mean, for Christ's sake, sidewalks and curb and gutter. I don't know whether they're planning on this place to be nothing but houses in the next few years or not. I bet they are, but I tell you, it's a heck of a road. And I have no earthly idea where I am, but it doesn't matter. It's just that cool. Oh well, Steve and I are going to ride this a little longer, but I won't keep you guys bored with it. Hope everybody has a great day, and Steve and I will say adios.